Hi guys, this is the Mary Hutchinson channel, and I am going to be reviewing the Hobbit comic book by J.R.R. Tolkien. J.R.R. Tolkien wrote the Hobbit, and this book was written in 2012. Copyright was 2012. Illustrated by David Wetzel, adapted by Charles Dickson. It was adapted by Charles Dickson. And Gandalf, this is what Bilbo looks like in the book. He looks like the cartoon movie that I've seen. And this is what Bilbo looks like. Gandalf looks like, but he's supposed to be Gandalf the Grey, not blue. But, I don't know. And the first copyright of this book was in 1989. Then the second one is 1990, 2006. Illustration copyright was 1989, 1990, 2006 by David Wenzel. Story copyright was in 1989, 1990 by Charles Dickson and Sheen Deming. And let's see, The Hobbit was first published in 1939. Second edition was published in 1951. Third edition 1966. Fourth edition 1978. The reset edition 1995. Copyright J.R.R. Tolkien. Copyright Trust 1937 to 2006. This is the registered trademark of the J.R.R. Tolkien's Estate Limited. So yeah. So this is basically what the book is about. And the book is missing Legolas. I have no idea why it's missing Legolas. But it's a great comic, though. I don't know why it's missing Legolas. So I have no fucking clue why it's missing Legolas. So, yeah. But it's a great comic. Doesn't mention anything about Legolas in here. I don't know why it doesn't mention him in here. So I need to say, it talks about David Wenzel. It says, David Wenzel began his career in 1975 by illustrating Middle-earth, The World of Tolkien, illustrated by Lynn Carter. He is now come full circle with the completion of The Hobbit. This style combines classic pen and watercolor techniques and graphic storytelling. Artistic inspiration came from the author Rackham Howard, Piley, Hal Foster, plus a large medieval reference library. Other illustrated works by Wenzel include Robert Louis Stevenson's Treasure Island, Robert E. Howard, Solomon Kane, H.B. Piper's The Adventures of Little Fuzzy, and Kingdom of the Dwarves by Robert Walsh. Charles Dickson has written various children's books for Golden Books and Walt Disney, including The New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. He has worked profoundly in comics since 1984, producing original stories century for every major comic company and series continuity for every major comic company. His works include Airboy, Everglade, Strike, Radio Boy, Volker, Black Terror, Alien Legend, Moon Knight, Super Cops, Aliens, and many others. Sheen Deming came to Eclipse Books as an assistant editor in 1985. He went on to edit many titles and also held the position of the distribution manager from 1988 to 1990. It was during this time he began working on The Hobbit, co-created edition the New Wave series during the late 1980s, created the Native International Commando Koalas, Divine and Demersum Commando Koalas. Bill Pearson has written and edited colored and illustrated comics over the last 30 years. Every publisher in the field, but he is most often employed as a letterer. His skillful use of letter forms enhances the overall scenes of design. The Hobbit. Other lettering works include Clive Barker's Tapping the Vein and Paul Russell's adaptation of The Magic Flute. John Rondell Rule in that. So J.R.R. Tolkien's full name is John Rondell Rule Tolkien, and he was born on January 3rd, 1892 in Belmont, in Bloemfontein, South Africa. After serving in World War I, he embarked upon a distinguished academic career and was recognized as one of the finest psychologists in the world, philosophists in the world. He was a professor of Anglo-Saxon at Oxford, a few of Pembroke College, and a fellow of Merton College until his retirement in 1959. He is, however, beloved throughout the world as the creator of Middle-earth and the author of such classic works as The Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings, and The Silmarillion. He died on September 2nd, 1973, at the age of 81. So this is a good book. I was looking through it to see if I could find Legolas in here, but Legolas is not in here. This is what Gollum looks like. Gollum Schmeagol looks like. So yeah, he's a little weird though. But anyway, this is a great comic book if you're a comic book reader like I am. So yeah, bye for now from the channel. Bye.